Hi, this is Highbridge Motorhomes Devon branch. It's either the 11th or the 12th of October 2022. It's an absolutely gorgeous day in South Devon and we are extra super duper excited, as we always are when we have a new van delivery day. And today Santa Claus has brought us all the way from sunny Yorkshire our brand spanking new, still got Yorkshire Air inside of it, 2023 demo model Wildax Proteus. So we love Wildaxes. We've got loads, we haven't got loads of them, we'd like loads of them, but we've got quite a few. There's some over there, a lot of sold ones. This one is going to be kept for display, and so you can come and have a look at it here at Highbridge Motorhomes Devon. We've got plenty of chassis on order, and yeah, basically if you want one, put your name on it and we'll have you one early next year. Depends what Ford say basically, but we've got a good supply of these coming through now, we think. So the Wildax Proteus. Wildax are part of the Rapido group. They're a French giant manufacturer. Wildax merged with them 2 or 3 years ago. Gives them excellent buying power, and the other thing it gave them is access to chassis and expertise, and also Rapido are part, or they own Westphalia, and Westphalia have been doing transit campers for donkey's years over in France and Germany. They build Ford's own Nugget as well for them, and they're all sort of kissing cousins. But Wildax build very, very high quality, very well finished vans. This is a short wheelbase Ford Transit custom based camper van. It's got a pop top with a big double bed in it. Now the big advantage of this over the VW Transporter is it's just a little bit wider. It's more or less the same length, just a bit wider, but that makes all the difference. So you can have a triple seat in the back, a much bigger bed, a much bigger roof bed, all for a tiny bit of extra length. Value wise, the Transit Custom's gone up in price. They're not, well, they're still cheaper than the equivalent Volkswagen. I think they drive better. I love the Transit Custom. I think it drives like a really comfortable, good car. And of course you can buy this as a people carrier as well. You could use this day to day. It's shorter than a Range Rover. It's a day-to-day proposition. This one is in my favourite colour. It's not controversial, but it's not as boring as the grey anyway. Everybody goes for greys, magnetic grey or the silver. We got all of them on order. This is a reflex orange one. Is it actually called reflex orange? It isn't, because that was a Ford Capri colour. I'm a big Ford Capri fan. This is called burnt orange, or a orange anyway, but it's beautiful. These are based on an upgraded trendline spec. This one's an automatic one, 2 litre 130 horsepower, goes like stink. You don't need the 170, it's fine. You got Ford alloy wheels. Only thing I would do, I'd change them for some black aftermarket ones. Other thing we can do is we can fit you a Raptor grille on the front with FORD, butch it up a little bit, or you can use it as is, or we can order you a silver one or a manual one or a grey one. Colour coded pop top, not that many vans have that. Tinted side windows. You've got an electric step as standard. You've got diesel heating on this one. That is an option, but we order all of ours with it. Webasto blown air diesel powered heating, very powerful, very economical, very, very good news. Mains hookup you've also got on the roof. I don't know if you can see it, but up there you go. You've got a standard 100 watt, I think it's 100 watt, flat fit stick on solar panel. Front parking sensors, rear parking sensors, rear parking camera as standard. Really, really good spec. You don't need any more spec than this. Lift up tailgate instead of barn doors, better for the camper van. I like this. You've got a light switch here which does that light. You've also obviously got a light switch inside for it. And the other thing I really like, and this for me sets the Proteus apart from most VW campers and an awful lot of Ford ones, it's got a sliding rail based bed system, so you can have this all the way back for loads of internal space or all the way forward for loads of loading space. Very, very, very clever. You've also got your clip-on table which lives inside the back door there, best place for it. Coming around the side, I just love this colour, it's such a good thing. Onboard proper fresh water tank and an underslung proper wastewater tank, and an extra door which you don't really need, but it's a nice thing on a summer's day because you can open up both your doors. Also gives you access to your Ickle gas locker there. You'll get a single camping gas bottle in there, which is fine. That will last you absolutely ages because it's only powering your 2-burner hob. Looking in the cab side of things, we've upgraded this with the optional leather cab seats. Back is half leather as standard. We've gone for the diamond stitch black leather cab seats with the Wildax embossed bit from Regal Furnishings. I think most of these probably got that as well, and it's a must-have in my opinion. It's really good news. Cab spec wise, we've got the leather gear stick and steering wheel. We've got the 7-inch Head unit that does your reversing camera, sensor display. It's Bluetooth, it's DAB, it's also got Apple CarPlay and Android Autoplay, so you don't need sat-nav because it uses a sat-nav from your phone. We've got insulating cab lines for the cab as standard. We've got climate control, we've got heated seats, cruise control, speed limiter, voice activation, all stuff, everything you can possibly think of. Auto headlights, yeah, auto headlights, the full works really, heated mirrors. Yeah, I think it's got heated mirrors. Don't hold me to that, but I think it had heated mirrors. So yeah, I don't see what you could add to it spec-wise. It's really, really good. Standard camper layout, but look at all this space. It's got acres of space, which is fantastic. Now, you've got twin swivel cab seats. Important thing with all these Fords, you've got to raise the cab seats up to swivel them. Just remember that. But unlike all the VWs out there, or almost all the VWs, both of your cab seats can rotate. So that gives you 2 seats there. And, because it's that little bit wider, you've got a triple seat at the back. So that means you've got 5 seat belts like a car, but without the awkwardness of having to swivel a double passenger seat, which you normally have to do to get 5 seat belts in a Volkswagen, or you have to compromise on your kitchen. Whereas this, loads and loads of space. So as you can see from these rails, that whole bed seat mechanism can come all the way up to here, and that means all the way up to there. Loads of space. We get people who use these as a business tool. If you want to, if you're a plumber or whatever, you can carry all your tools and stuff, or your fishing gear, whatever in the back of it, or your scuba diving stuff, and then unload, push your seat back again. Or if you've got passengers, you've got kids in the back, have this all the way up to here or there, and you can actually keep an eye on them and talk to them instead of having them way back there, which is very, very good news. Because it's a triple seat, if you've only got 2 passengers, then they've both got loads and loads of room as well. Storage underneath of there, storage all through here. We've got a 12 volt Victor Frigo 12 volt fridge freezer, which almost all vans have the same sort of idea. They're very tilt tolerant, they work really well. I'm very tall of body and I can sit in the back with no problem. In fairness to it, I've got a bit of headspace left there, and I'm 6 foot but I've only got short legs, so anybody should fit in there. Really well finished, well constructed van. 2 USBs there and a main socket as well. Clever little bits of storage. You can put your phones in there when you're charging them at night. Nice easy to use control panel. Nice soft closed drawers. Good storage there and there as well. And you can access more, I think, behind there. I think that's openable, don't hold me to that, by sliding this backwards and forwards. Good storage cupboards all the way through. Your table goes on that rail there. Up top we've got a nice bit of workspace there. We've got another 12 volt plug which you can put a double USB in if you want, but you've got that one over there so you don't really need to, and a main socket, and then the normal camper stuff of a 2-burner hob and a little sink, which they all have. So that's it really. Price wise on these, I've not mentioned the price. To be honest with you, I can't remember how much they are. Like everything in life, everything's gone up in price. You check it out on the Wildax website, wildaxmotorhomes.co.uk. Have a look at the latest prices on there. It's got all the prices and the options list. I think they are, for an auto like this, about 64 odd. Add on the leather and the alloys and stuff, maybe 66. They're like full fat Volkswagen camper money, but you are getting a from new, factory converted by a very large company who are part of an even bigger company product, not something that's been built by 2 lads who might be nice people on an industrial unit in Milton Keynes. So your resale is good, your warranty backup support is good, you can take it to any Wildax dealer if something goes wrong while you're on holiday. All very, very good news. So this is our 2023 Wildax Proteus demo at Highbridge Motorhomes, Devon. So we are just off the South Devon Expressway here. That's the busiest road in South Devon there. It goes from Exeter to Plymouth. Exeter's the end of the M5. Dead easy to get to, not deep as dark as Devon, anything like that. Right off the motorway in the intercity network with airports. That's where we are. That's the phone number, 01626 832 792. You can call the mobile number if that is busy on 07432 662 558. You can just check us out at highbridgecaravans.co.uk and ask about our beautiful burnt orange, signal orange, reflex orange, call it what you will, Wildax Proteus. Thank you very much. Goodbye.